Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Stellaris, where in the previous episode we bumped into a couple of other empires, which is fortuitous because we are hungry, although, to be fair, our intended target might be a little bit chewier than perhaps we really want. These are the Erebot Keepers, Automatus Service Grid, and Rogue Servitors, so basically we hate each other, and they're actually at war with another empire, which is interesting, so I'm guessing there's someone this side. We are expecting to find someone around here. We do have, well, it's currently unknown, but pretty confident that this is the marauding empire here. And then finally, up the top, we have these Trade League ruthless capitalists here, the Relthian free traders, which are equivalent to us, apart from technology level. So that's a thing. We are expanding quite a bit, which is good. Got another couple of archaeological sites to have a look at. Actually, there's just one over here. As well as, well, I was going to say one at the top, but I don't think we'll ever go for looking at the beautiful bauble unless we actually go and expand that way. There's also a Gaia world there, and yeah, it's the world stuff we're having a little bit of a problem with, because yes, we don't use consumer goods, and yes, we're slightly different with us not really caring too much. I mean, stability is a thing that we have to worry about, but because we don't get much deviancy, it's because obviously we're hive mind, it's a little bit different. But the problem is that, well, we are rapidly running out of space on these worlds, and yeah, we probably should start colonizing. But most of the places to colonize are either Tundra World 60%. I mean, that one's quite good. It's 60%, 22 planetary size with some wildlife and other things there, but nothing great. Looks like there's some. No, there's no strategic resources or anything there. But yeah, we're either going to go for habitats, extreme gene modification, and going for probably like habitable or extremely habitable, and then maybe even terraforming. I'm feeling terraforming is probably going to be a bit better. Anyway, so this area is now done. I'm actually going to send that, I know I sent that science ship over to the Zeldan Labs, but now that this is colonized, I am going to tell them to excavate this archaeological site, the City of Bones, which should be interesting. So that scientist is finished there. We're going to, oh sorry, this construction is finished there. We're going to send them over to Endor. Is it Endor? It's not Endor. It is Endor. It's Edor. Edor Vang. The crew of the ISS Globerduk were intrigued to find the remnants of an industrial age civilization on Vartarum. Okay, interesting. So, I know there's been some discussion about not reading out every single one and whatnot, and yeah, I understand that ideally we would go through all of the little intricacies and stories, but it would just take so long that this series would never end. But anyway, we've got a cosmic diamond as well. Appears to be ordinary white dwarf. Intriguing secrets. Studies. Discovered composition of almost entirely crystallized carbon. Very nice.
Our construction is complete.
Right, so we've finished in the quite dark here. We can go for, I think we'll go for a shipyard, and don't think we'll go for an anchorage. And in terms of what we can build, probably a... Hyperlane Registrar would be okay because it increases our jump cooldown. Although target uplink computer is just better guns. Well, longer range guns. Crew chambers. Docked ship upkeep. That's pretty good because it'll be docked there a lot of the time. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. I think that's worth it. So we are building quite a bit there. That's now finished building, so we will send this guy preemptively there. I don't know whether we'll expand there, but we're sending them over there nonetheless. Looks like most of the stuff is getting built fine. I've turned the automation off on the main world just so I can build some more maintenance depots at some point, because we're going to need it. Geothermal. The measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense ancient geothermal extractors. Breathing their last. Built and abandoned at some point in the distant past, vast batteries of disintegrating machinery have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Some energy can still be siphoned off them. Oh, cool. So we've got 1,000 energy from researching that. Pretty good. Right, we now have another tradition to go for. So we got all different types of stuff. There's adaptability, which is very different from any of the other trees. With things like domination, prosperity, all of these stuff, I mean, this supremacy, they are pretty much identical, apart from name, you understand. And there's some slight changes because we are playing a hive mind, but adaptability is completely different because normally this is diplomacy, so forming federation and such, whereas as you can see here, it is not the case at all. So that is pop housing usage reduced to 10%. That's pretty good. Adopting adaptability traditions will unlock the planetary prospecting decision that allows us to prospect for an additional resource deposit once on our planets. In addition, we unlock one ascension perk. We've got increased food output, orbital damage reduced by 25%, and so you're hardier. Habitability increased, that's pretty good. All our planets gain one free building slot, that's good, and resettlement cost. I would love to do that, but I'm pretty sure that supremacy is the way forward. Increased army damage, we get war doctrines, we get ship build speed and fire rates and stuff, so I think that's what we're going to go for. I'll go for supremacy, considering that we are going to probably spend a bit of time shooting at shooting at some people. That's now finished researching, and oh yes, there is one more area that we can search for. That's fine.
Technology conceived.
So on account of more aliens, yeah, that's fine. So transport ship is now sitting there. We will go ahead and get a general army damage and army collateral damage. Oh, we don't really mind a bit of collateral damage. There we go. Not for the faction we're playing anyway. Under normal circumstances, not so much. So around here, we haven't got anything building. I'm going to go for probably target uplink computer and solar panel network, which is capacity overloaded plus 20%. Capacity overload 20%. What is that? Ah, it'll be a decision, right? Yeah. So it gives us extra energy credits. Right, okay. Right. Yeah, I get that. It's not terrible as things go. I am, however, going to preemptively build a gun battery. I think all of them should probably have about the same. We do need some more of those. Yeah, gun batteries and target uplink computers. Oh, we got some... that's pretty good. Some moats there that we can take. And obviously this place here also needs to... this fleet also needs to be upgraded. We do also have now Starhold, which is pretty good. We've got some more research on this living metal because of one of the science ships explorations events. We got covert build speed, plasteel armor, Elgate insert, go away. Minerals from miners plus 20%. Oh, it's not going to take too long either, so we'll go for that. 20% is that'll hit quite hard. Found anomaly. Unidentified object. Okay. So that's sitting around there. That's surveying over there. You can see that we're now on low stockpile simply because we've finished capacity overload. Whoops. So we're going to sell that. I'm going to sell that and some of those, and with that money we will fire up capacity. Oh, capacity overload's actually 300. Okay. Drone campaign, yes.
Our construction is complete.
What else do we want? Leader experience gain, yes. War doctrine, army damage, yes, because we're going to be going to war shortly. Map the stars, no. Volatile land clearance, which is tile clear blocker cost, no. Farming subsidies would be good, but it's 200, and we really want capacity overload, which is monthly energy credits. However, we can only do it now. Capacity overload, bump. Right, so there we go. So we're now on to +6. So it shows you just how on the edge our energy stuff is, which is slightly worrying. We're not yet up to full strength with our fleet here, but because of the lack of funds, we probably need to, well, we'll do what we can. So auto exploration order has been cancelled simply because there's nowhere else that can go, and that is true. Yeah, they can't go anywhere. That's a problem then, because we can't get back. What I'll do, I'll move here simply because what we're going to do is when we go to war, we can bring this around and do the research here. That's one way they can go. This science ship here is also now finished, so we're going to go back to there. Do we have assist research? We do have assist research, so I might... I'll send it back to... Actually, no, I'll finally do these Zelvan labs. I know it's miles away, but we'll send it there anyway. Those are upgrading. Those are not reinforcing because they're not at full extent. They're at 3450.
We have surveyed the system.
Okay. That's now done. That's a decent system. Via.
We have surveyed the system.
Oh, Via. I was going to say Via. Babylon 5? What?
Our construction is complete.
So they've done the moats there, not notes, and probably go back to there. Yeah. Have we bumped into anyone else? Not yet. This is a nice arm here. 12 minerals there, 4 energy. This is a bit much of a muchness. 7 is good. That's not good at all, but it does have this gas giant structure. That's pretty good. Alfeka is good because it's got alloys in there, but it's not brilliant. This is good. That's really good because they're living metal. That one, we can't get in there yet, but to be fair, we do have the fleet to absolutely destroy that. So, yeah, maybe we'll be alright there. Anyway, how are we doing for this? Moats. We're going to sell a fair bit of those to buy some more minerals. So we can, well, more alloys, rather. So we can...
We have surveyed the system.
Ooh, I've just bought them and sold. Right, so we got hopefully enough now to upgrade this fleet. Yes, we do. We do want to get this upgraded to a starhold. I don't know whether we will.
Our construction is complete.
Yeah. So
We have surveyed the system.
I'll get that to upgrade to shipyard again. Atomic countdown. For the past 42 years and 3 days, researchers on Larchax have eagerly anticipated the countdown of the mysterious atomic clock of prestigious precision and found on Malthullum. Now several decades worth of heated speculation and conjecture have evaporated in an instant, along with most of Malthullum-3. As the clock reached its momentous deadline, it transmitted a signal to receiver on Malthullum-3, triggering a thermonuclear explosion of such devastating power it laid waste to the entire planet. While our scientists conjecture as to the reason behind its carefully timed act of annihilation, and the atomic clock continues to tick, undisturbed by the destruction below. Unfortunate. Ah. Right. I mean, that's a thing. So, it broke it. Interesting. Well, it's good to know that that can do different things, because the last time I attempted to do that, I believe, it didn't... I don't know whether it created a world, but it did something different anyway. It certainly didn't blow it up, so cool. Right, so, how are we doing for this reinforcement? We haven't set that... We've still got not enough alloys yet. We found an archaeological site called Deja Vu Dig. Fair enough. Don't know where that is. Probably quite far away. It's there. It's a tundra world. Okay. Most scientists are... Well, that scientist is waiting. That we will build some mining stations on. That one we will not build. What do we want to? Hang on. Here we go. We found another empire. And to be fair, we expected them in this arm because it just looked about right. And I'm guessing that these guys are... Ooh! See this? This has actually been taken. System is occupied by the Sergog Alliance. So, the Pi aliens, which it shouldn't actually tell me what they are because I haven't found them yet. Anyway, so this guy's getting assaulted from the west. Interesting. Okay. So, I guess really then, what's another archaeological site? How are we doing on this one? We're getting there.
We have surveyed the system.
This fleet's almost fully upgraded. Segog Alliance, there we go. Military Junta, Honor-bound warriors, we sense prey and... Ooh! Hell's bells, they're big. Okay, yeah. Right. No wonder these guys are getting absolutely plastered from that side. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will sell some minerals, and we will buy some alloys, and I will get my science ship to start building this way as quick as possible, because we really want to get ideally up to there. There is the minimum level, but anything further than that is just a bonus. So that's fine. Time loop. Sullen 5 is burning up, the planet is closing a shield, it's capturing sun's radiation, heating it to what soon be uninhabitable temperatures. Oh, wow. In the scorching heat, an advanced civilization of tiny quadrumate reptilians scurry around frenzied activities. Some event of great magnitude seems to be in the works. Yeah, the tension peaks. Time stops without warning, then stretches and morphs until impossibly the reptilians are back where they started. They appear to be locked in a time loop, a hopeless cycle of fast-forwarding repetition. Starting at the birth of their civilization, in mere hours countless generations can be observed living out their lives, unaware that they've been condemned to certain crispy death. We discovered a crack in the shield that could allow us to change their fate. Repair the shield, which some unlock the seal of critters for a reason, or interrupt the time loop, or the fate is their own to decide. I'm going to try and repair it, I think. We might as well. That's pretty cool. So that's been locked up, eh? So, how are we close? Ah, we now have unspent trade points. Right. It's because that's now gene tailoring done. We've got food processing centres, which is an upgrade to the farm boost thing. We've got drone and command centres, which is max garrisons, and also military academy. That's really good for building some soldiers, but I think really it has to be terrestrial sculpting, terraforming. I think if it's on the cards, yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for. In terms of decisions, I haven't fired up any growth stuff. Well, we also haven't gone for relays. Drone output and stability. Don't really need it on there, and probably need some more on here. Build some more of that. More housing.
Our special project is complete.
Shield restored. We reinforced the cracking shield, accounted around Sullen 5 to the best of our abilities without disturbing the world's inhabitants. Close investigation of his atmosphere predicted the tiny lizards are likely to meet a fiery end within a century. Plan provides a unique opportunity of research, but we intend to study the lizards, and the time loop in which they will trap would be wise to begin soon. So, plus... Oh, that's really good. Plus some science on the area. I mean, shame we'll never go there. I mean, we might head over there at some point, and oh, right. So, parts of the ghastly city of bones buried beneath the sands of Carathor 3 have been carefully excavated by the IRSS Clegg Lorash team. The city appears to have been built by a primitive alien society millions of years ago on a continental stretch of desert. The lack of other building materials is in a waterless desert likely contribute to this long-lost city's society's use of bones in construction, or what manner of creature the bones came from remains unknown. Curious, 5 minor artifacts continue on. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to start going to there. That one is around 46 of 50, so a little bit more, and we will be able to get that built. We do have these unspent trade points, so if we wanted to, we could create a template and get rid of something. Arctic preference is what we currently have. I could get rid of one of these and get rid of solitary, which it reduces the amount of housing that we need, and that is becoming a little bit of an issue, I must confess. Same as repugnant, amenities from jobs minus 20%. That's becoming an issue. We could also go for leader level cap, lifespan increase, damage, and some of these ones here are actually new. You don't get them when you start, like traditional. That's in there, I guess, but there's some other ones there. Nomadic. I'm tempted to remove that, but also extra housing, not a massive issue. Amenities is. I I mean, ideally we want both of them removed, but then that would be 3 points, wouldn't it? And we could probably best spend that on getting something like adaptive would be good. Extremely adaptive is 4 points, so getting rid of that would help out. We'll create the template. How long would it take to apply the template and do it though? Apply template. Everything. 41 months. Right, what we're currently researching. Terraforming. 43 months for that. Okay. We'll research the species modification first. We might have to alter that as well. Zelvin Labs is done. Invisible Death. Our scientists have returned from Zelvin Labs unscathed with footage collected from the facility security cameras. Shows scientists bound and gagged as guerrilla soldiers pry open the weapon strongbox. To their dismay, the box is empty. Only minutes, the rebels can be seen on the floor in intense agony. Dark patches swelling across their bodies, then the skin rips and grey unidentified matter spills out. Ooh. The matter continues to expand, swirling hypnotically around them, until one scientist activates emergency system. Sprinklers douse the room in liquid, and electrical surge passes through the executing all living things. Here the footage ends. The crew can now confirm that the strongbox was indeed empty. So we've got an option gain for super solid materials and 30% progress on that. But at what cost? At what cost? Okay, so we will get this scientist, quite frankly, just to assist research. I don't think there's really anywhere else we need to go there. That's now finished in Kosk. We'll spend a little bit of time building there. I'm not going to get Chatab. There's no point there. We'll move down, further down, as long as we get Alfeka. I think that's the main thing to get. 20% chance, or minus 20% chance, breakthrough chance on this City of Bones Chapter 2, so it's going to take quite some time. Our main fleet here is the Ishin Warriors sighted. There we go, incoming transmission. Outsiders, we are the Ishnai. Unlike the civilized star nations of the galaxy, we have no single master over us. End transmission. Yep, there we go. So, unsurprisingly, this is, as we said, and sort of expected, yeah, this is our... Well, it's going to be a big problem later on. But this is the Marauding Empire. Slight issue. We can't talk to them, so we can't issue any things to... Well, we can't order them or ask them and pay them to attack other people. Not too much of a problem. Secondly, when they attack us, we can't say, here's some food or whatever, because we don't engage in diplomacy. So, and they're right next to us as well, so that's going to be an issue. You can see that these planets have been taken by this fella, so I think we need to get a bit of a shift on. Their fleet power is pathetic according to this, so quite frankly, even though we do need some upgrades here, I'm not going to bother. We're declaring war. Unpause it a second, and then the fleet can go in. So, war declared. Military fleet goes in. Transport fleet will follow shortly. And their homeworld's over here, so it's very close anyway. So, 148. They've got, by the look of it, missiles. We have blue lasers.
Our construction is complete.
And their output is now destroyed. We're going to go over here, and what sort of armies have they got? 2 defensive armies. Nothing. Nothing worth worrying about. Enter orbit. We're going to land. So there's probably several ways to go here. So you can see we are now sieging the system. Sorry. We're using orbital bombardment. Same sort of thing. It's space sieging with with space trebuchets. We can change it if we wanted to indiscriminate, and that will increase the amount of damage. The thing is that we're not going to take this... the Arctic world we probably will take, although most of these we'll have to get rid of anyway. You know what? I think we'll just land, and it's more, I think speed is the key here. Take this over quickly. They've got, yeah, they've got 2 drone squads, but they're just gone straight away. So we've now taken this area, and we should probably see the population declining of, yes, declining of these robots, because they're now, well, out of, I'm going to say out of their comfort zone somewhat, and that is strictly true, I guess. And we're not taking it over. Oh, Hisma. We do have someone there, one of our... Aha, there you go, look. It's been taken over, it's been changed to a hive core. So we can start... We can grow there. Growing, currently no active population.
Our construction is complete.
Planet population controls are preventing it now, because they've got that turned on. Yeah.
Technology
Okay.
conceived.
So that area is now taken over in ping. We'll land, and same deal. Yeah, pathetic armies. We'll give a siege of that. We won't be growing here because this is an ocean world, 20%, so this is just not something we're going to take. We'll go back to the home world. We will get some more research on the go here. It's going to have to be crystal mines, because we've got some of those anyway. Enemy nest taken, and then we're moving on. So this now should, if we have a look, see the population. We do have 1 Hisma there technically, because you just have to, but it'll be declining. Is there no pops at all? Undesirables, there you go, they're purging. But this will probably be wiped out, I think. I think it'll probably be wiped out. You can see this, these have just made peace with the guys on the left, so that's of note.
Crushing a hostile hive.
Crushing a hostile hive. That's a lovely way of saying we are currently assaulting. Why are they sitting around there? Ah, because they're finished. Okay, in that case then. I was going to say assist research, but I don't think any of these are doing research. No research to be done there. Research labs turned minerals into research. Might as well, we got loads of minerals. And we'll send that science ship to assist research. This science ship we're going to keep where it is. Getting the home world down is going to be... I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, but it is not. Wow, is that their home world? No, can't be. Ah, sorry, it's not their home world. It's the capital of this sector. That's their home world. That thing. Right, yeah, much bigger. Right, okay. Fine. Unpause, let's crack on. We will land these armies. Where are they? You. Land armies, and... let's just keep going. If I can just take them out, it'll be pretty good. What I might do, though, is go back over and take these, and then work down this way and take these, because there's no real hurry for me to... oh, hang on. See that? They actually have... looks like they did have some people there. Some soldiers. They're trying to go around. I'd rather that not happen. So, City of Bones. A targeted excavation has revealed neither a complete skeleton belonging to the species from whose bones the Time-worn city was built, sorry, nor any examples of similar fossils from beyond the city. The question of where the lost civilization on Karathor 3 obtained the bones they used to build the macabre city remains. Our researchers have begun to hypothesize that these bones may have been taken from symbolic or livestock species kept only in the city's proximity. Further study should reveal more. Keep digging. Alright, so quite frankly it's a bit horrible. What's going on here? They're declining, that's fine. This all says a frontier sector. Yeah, well, it sort of is a frontier sector really, when you look at it that way. So that's getting destroyed, and that means we'll take that any second. Yep, and we're going to keep moving forward. Does this have a planet? It does not. But it does have a wormhole there. In terms of these frontier sectors, they're all declining, and we do technically have 1 drone there. but we're not because of that drone population controls stop for now. It's an Arctic world, so we can take this place. Is it worth it? Crystalline caverns, not too bad. It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Our construction is complete.
It's built there. That is built there. Good. These guys aren't expanding, so I will take my time to build that. And they've got nothing else to build there. Nothing to do there, rather. I will send those then to assist research there, even though there's nothing going on there. I guess in that case... Oh, gas extraction wells, doesn't matter. If there's any sort of luxury resource like that, it gets taken. So we've taken pretty much all the stuff that we thought we might, which is good. We're going to go around the back, which won't take long because these are just outposts, you see. Take all of these and work down. The reason for that is, once these guys get wiped out, if you don't control it, you lose it. And I would rather take it. Ooh, they have 52 size. Okay, let me quiver in my space boots. I think not. Where are they going? They're actually going back over anywhere. Yeah, so having this under our control is the way forward. We have City of Bones. Our scientists have at last unveiled the origins of the bones used to create the macabre city on the sandy dunes of Karathor 3. Recent findings have proven the bones belong to a long-extinct species of reptile native to the planet, a species which developed a rare genetic disease causing explosive organ growth and soft tissue. Ooh, civilization. The lost civilization on missing bit of text there appears to have noted that the spread of the disease and exploited it, selectively breeding the affected reptiles in order to cultivate a steady supply of building materials for the sandy, desolate waste they called home. Gruesome. Unlocks decision, deploy tissue growth stimulants. What? Modify added for 121 months, giving the following effects. Pop growth speed, plus 10% happiness, minus 10%, and stability, minus 5. I'm sort of fine for horrible tissue growth like that, to be quite honest with you. This is interesting. Look at that. They actually are attacking me here.
Our void hive is under attack.
Yeah, they are. They're attacking. Interesting.
We have surveyed the system.
I guess, to be fair, they've got so many ships there that
Hostile swarm engaged.
we'll have to do what we can here. Oh. Looks like finally we've managed to catch up with their stuff here. And we've taken out their fleet, which is only about 300. And we are very, very quickly penning them in. So we'll take this one, and then we'll go back, and then basically it's these remaining. I mean, there's not much of a fight here, is there? If we're honest. That's now finished there. We don't have that station to build there, but we do have that one, which we will go and exploit.
Technology conceived.
Ah, just as I say that we don't have the technology for that, we now have the technology to research that. Okay, so we have improved deflectors, we have auxiliary fire control, lots of other stuff to go. I think improved deflectors is the way forward, simply because they have, well, we've almost got it, we've got it par researched anyway. Looks like that guy over there has got not much else to do, so we're going to bring him back to there. We've really surveyed as far as we can go for a lot of these, and basically it's because we've got these there, we can't go through there, we can't go through there, and we got a lot of wormholes in and around different areas. So, yeah, a lot to do. A lot to do. We're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will finish this war, almost certainly. I can't imagine this being a big problem. Problem that we do have is that we are minus 10% energy, minus 10 energy credits, and as you can see, Empire Sprawl is 155 out of 70. So we've almost doubled the cost of the campaigns, which we, to be fair, we don't have because our campaign is just to attack. Although that does increase this anyway, the exhaustion, I believe. Yeah. And also, leader upkeep is doubled. Alright, we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. So next episode, we will finish these guys off, take them out, and see where we go from there. Certainly a lot of admin to do after that, because there's a lot of stuff to sort out. But we'll see how we get on. As always, if you haven't enjoyed the video and the series thus far, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.